Well, the Wisconsin DNR will begin testing for drinking water contamination in the town of Campbell next week. The state is already providing free bottled water to homes on the island after hundreds of private wells tested positive for dangerous chemicals called PFAS.
Amy DuPont has been following this story for us, and she joins us now live in the studio to explain why the DNR's tests are so important.
Well, Mike and Martha, no one knows exactly how many wells are contaminated or how many families may be drinking water that is not safe. A background here, PFAS was used to produce the foam sprayed at the La-Crosse airport for decades, but experts only recently learned that high exposure to PFAS can cause all sorts of health problems like infertility, thyroid disease, and cancer. Now, the city of La-Crosse has taken responsibility for more than 100 contaminated wells surrounding the airport, but it has refused to test more wells even after homeowners outside the city's testing zone reported PFAS contamination. So that is when the DNR stepped in, first by offering free bottled water to anyone who wants it, and now by testing 200 private wells across the island. And tonight, for the first time, we saw that map. It was finalized just a few hours ago. So these gray areas are the wells that have already been tested either by the city of La-Crosse or by a private person. The purple wells, these are the wells that the DNR is going to test. So again, 200 of them. And you can see here is the airport. Those well tests will be done well south of I-90 all the way to the south, very south tip of the island.
The goal here is to really gather as much information as possible with the limited funding we have to understand the extent of the contamination on the island and inform next steps for the interim advisory.
So once the sample is taken from those 200 homes, it's going to take about 30 days to get the results. The DNR has not said where it will start that testing. We did learn tonight it will continue to provide free water for at least 6 months. But the agency can't say when or where or which neighborhoods in the town of Campbell will receive a new permanent source of clean drinking water. Mike and Martha.
All right. Thanks so much, Amy, with that report. Also, News 8 Now has been following the French Island contamination since the fall.
And you can find all of our coverage at news8000.com/PFAS.